Good morning, ladies and germs. We're gonna get the cab and the bed off this thing today. I'm excited. This has been a long time coming. First is we have to get the steering linkage put back on that area because right now it can go toe in, toe out, and it's hard to move it. So let's get it straight. So here is my old steering linkage. Here's the new middle section. I can't remember the part number on this, but it's the way I had to do it to make sure I knew I got the right one was see how that goes up and then this side goes down. That's how I had the orientation. So obviously this needs to go like this. So that way the orientation was like that and it matches. That's the only way I figured out how to get the right one, because there's ones that go the same way, these opposite way, and it's just it was a pain. However, for the inner tie rod end, the outer tie rod end, and then the adjustment sleeve, part numbers that I'm going with are these Duralast brand ones because AutoZone was cheaper than anybody else. Part number for the inner is, I do believe it'd be that ES362S. The outer one is a DS806. And the adjustment sleeve, nope, I'm sorry, that's for the tie rod sleeve, the adjustment sleeve. This is the inner tie rod end, and that's ES413R. So if anybody's looking to do this on their 73 to 79 two-wheel drive dent side, that's what you could go with. I mean, I had to take the measurements of my old parts of the sleeve and thread pitch everything and then match it up, and this is what I found to work. So I mean, make sure you do your measurements with a digital caliper. It just makes your life way better. I mean, you can figure out exactly what you need. That's how I had to do the bearings and races on the front wheel hubs, because that was a nightmare and a half. I mean, if you've watched my other videos, you know. So anyway, without further ado, let's get the new steering linkage put together. So with the adjustment sleeve, the one side is a left thread, and that only goes on this outer tie rod end. I tried to put it on the inner, and this is a right hand, this is a left hand thread, so that works. So how I'm trying to base off, like, to get my alignment to somewhat general where it needs to be, I'm just kind of eyeballing this the best I can for where that old sleeve ends to where the new one is. It's close enough. Obviously, I'm still going to need adjustment, so I'll have to go in for an alignment at some point, but for what we're trying to do right now, this is going to be just fine. So let's get that one on now. So note to self, if you're putting this adjustment sleeve on, make sure you get your clamps on before you put both ends in each side of the adjustment sleeve, because now you get to take that one off and slip them on. So we can see here the new to old, definitely a huge difference. Can't believe how nice, black and shiny everything is. So we're gonna get the ends hooked up to the spindle mount. Okay, so we got the outer tie rod end, and it's through the spindle deal there with the cast nut on the bottom. This center one, what goes into the steering gear, I have a manual one, but I really want to switch to power steering just to kind of give a little more creature comforts. Part of that side, and that goes all the way to the passenger side. Then you got the adjustment sleeve right here in the middle, and then the inner left tie rod. Tighten these down here, and then on the passenger side of this, and put the cotter pins through. That way it's ready to go. I got to get the grease fitting still in this, grease it up, and then we'll just leave this until I can get my power steering gear. All right, we got the straps all throughout. We're gonna see about lifting it off. So now we just got to lift the bed off, set it on the grass here, and then we can get the tractor for the rest. The myth, the legend, Mr. Dave, the 68 Ford 5000 tractor. That went a lot smoother than I thought. Look at this. And that couldn't have lined up any better for the mounts. I mean, we adjusted it, of course, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. I think we should go with the lowrider now. That'd be good. Chassis sure does look different now. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh! All right, 1, 2, 3. Nope. Here, just drop. Let it go.
Felt like wire.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
A sharp electrician would have been on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, especially one that worked 40 years.
Yeah. Gee, 20 years ago I would have had it.
So you're saying your mind isn't sharp? Should we go to the old folks home then?
Not quite yet. I'm trending that way.
We should be clear.
Oliver. There we go.
That rust doesn't weigh too much after all.
Well, folks, hate to say, that's all I got for you today. But thank you for tuning in. And I mean, this was a huge milestone for us. I can't believe that we just completed getting the cabin bed off as smoothly as we did. I honestly didn't think it was gonna work out quite that good. So yeah, I got a lot of work ahead of me, as you can see, and sanding, more sanding. Stay tuned. A lot more to come, obviously, but I hope to break these into bigger videos after this one, and so there'll be a little longer content, and should work out a little bit better anyway. Just to kind of bunch them together so there's not like 600 videos of this project. But anyway, thank you all for joining. Good to be back on the TubeYube and showing you some content. So love you all. God bless. Take care.